week's blog. Before I get into it, I just want to remind you about our podcast, Remove the Guesswork, Health, Fitness and Wellbeing for Busy Professionals. We have 14 5-star reviews, we have over 660 downloads in our first fortnight of broadcasting, and we hope for a great deal more success. So we're putting a lot of effort into the content, into the type of guests that we interview. So have a look, check it out on iTunes. That is Remove the Guesswork, Health, Fitness and Wellbeing for Busy Professionals. I'll just remind you about the competition we're running as well. So if you jump on and leave a rating and a review for us, and of course subscribe to the show, we'll enter you into a competition to win a Body Shop Performance Light product. That's worth £399, but we're giving it away completely free to a lucky winner that we'll pull out on Wednesday, 6th of September. So good luck if you're entering. Thank you for your feedback and as ever for all your support. So this week's blog, which is basically how to get more sleep by having a good evening routine. So a few things to be aware of with sleep. One, it's disrupted by a great many things, and some of those things that we've kind of taken for granted now. Things like our smartphones, our laptops, our Macs, our tablets, everything else, even our televisions. All of these things have kind of disrupted sleep. Hormones is another one. So hormones can really affect, particularly from the gut, how we sleep. There's so many things that affect it, but it is possible to try and get a really decent sleep routine with just a few handy tips and hacks that I'm going to teach you now. First thing to be aware of is a common myth, something we hear a lot, is that alcohol helps people to sleep. So it doesn't. It has the illusion of helping you because psychologically perhaps you're more relaxed if you've had a drink before bed or during that evening. But there are a great many studies that show that sleep is adversely affected by alcohol, primarily because it disrupts the latter half of sleep. So you find that your really good quality, your restorative sleep, which is your deep sleep and your REM sleep, is adversely affected later in the night. So studies found that it's easier to get to sleep with the presence of a small amount of alcohol, but you pay for it later on in the sleep. So alcohol is definitely not a good thing for sleep. So trying to either have that very early on in your evening or not at all most of the week is going to be good for you. The other thing that really impacts sleep is blue light. So blue light is found in natural light, but also in electric light bulbs, particularly the energy-saving ones that we tend to have now. And it's predominantly found in the backs of our screens, so our televisions, our smartphones, they all kick out blue light. But other types of light can disrupt sleep as well. So if you have a flashing LED in your room, or some of the street light from outside is coming in, that's disruptive. And it's disruptive because of blue light. This is a particular type of light that disrupts what we call melatonin. So your circadian rhythm is dictated by essentially 3 hormones. Serotonin in the morning when you wake is at its highest. Cortisol is also at its highest when you wake up. And then throughout the day, cortisol is sort of coming down in kind of linear fashion, roughly. Serotonin is staying fairly high throughout, but towards the end of the day, melatonin is triggered, and that's from the pineal gland in the brain. It's suppressed, though, in the presence of blue light. So the longer you're on your screens at night, the more you're watching television, the more blue light's getting into the brain and the more that melatonin is being suppressed. So when you get to bed, you're probably not feeling very sleepy. Now there's several ways you can block out that blue light. Blue light blocking glasses, I've got a pair, I love them. I wear them from 7:30 onwards. You can also install an app called Flux, F.Lux, on your Mac or your PC. You can get some wraparound blue light blocking glasses as well, but they're the primary ways that you can block out the light. Blue light blocking glasses are about £70 on Amazon. Flux, I'm not sure how much that is. Your Apple phone, I don't know about Android, your Apple phone will also have something called night shift settings. So go into general settings, switch it on to night shift, and that will block out some of that blue light for you. And if you don't believe me that that's an important part of sleep prevention, Apple have installed it into their devices, so they must think it's a problem. Now, the thing that helps me most is something called a sleep staircase. So this is, if you like, this is me coming in from work and I'm climbing down this metaphorical staircase with bed at the bottom. So every step of that staircase is bringing me more into a sleep state, less from a sympathetic stress state into a parasympathetic rested state. So my sleep staircase looks a bit like this. Get in from work, change into some very casual clothes. I will do a to-do list for the following day, then I'll shut down my devices and turn off the alerts. I'll then eat a meal by about 7:30. I'll watch TV, something that I've specifically tuned in to watch, with my blue light blocking glasses on. From 9 o'clock onwards, I've got do not disturb on my phone, so even if I get a call or a message, I won't hear it. I do my teeth, I go up to bed, I put topical magnesium on the major muscle groups because it's good for sleep, it's good for feeling calm, it's good for muscle recovery. I'll read fiction for about 20-30 minutes, then I'll shut off the light. So every step of that staircase, every aspect of what I do there is bringing me more into a sleep state. And since I've implemented that, I do sleep a lot better. So that's this week's blog. If you've got any questions, as always, come and see us, send us an email, get in touch. I'm leanne@bodyshopperformance.com, or you can send a general email to info@bodyshopperformance.com. Tune into the podcast. We talk about this kind of stuff amongst many other things with experts. And as ever, if you want to try and find out what your health IQ is, go onto the website, see the What's Your Health IQ on the homepage, click Take the Test, and there'll be a set of questions that will help you get a sense of what areas of your health you should work on. That's it from me. We'll see you next week on the blog.